Hey everyone, it's Michelle here at Makiki 1988. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I am going to make this short and sweet since there are so many other content creators who have put videos out on this very same bag. I just wanted to come here and showcase for you one of the recent bags that I have added to my collection, and I am honestly so proud of myself for this purchase. As I mentioned with you in some of my other videos, I am really working to curate a versatile bag collection that really exudes my personal style and goes from one end of edgy and black and dark to what I interpret as my version of, a little more feminine and kind of girly, if you will. By the way, that's not a term that I would normally ever use to describe myself. I very much grew up as a tomboy. I have really been pushing myself to try things that are a little bit new, but just kind of pushing just beyond what my normal comfort zone is. And earlier last year, I purchased my first brown bag, which was the Coach Juliet 25 in Signature Jacquard, and I absolutely love, love, love that bag. I had, at the time that I purchased that bag, I had really wanted to go ahead and get the Crystal Signature zipper-on card wallet, which was already sold out. It took a little while, and then recently Coach brought those back, and I was able to get one of those because I felt like it would pair so well with the Coach Juliet. At the time that I purchased my Coach Juliet, and then subsequently when I picked up the Crystal Signature Jacquard as a brown card case, I thought that that was going to be enough because I thought that having a bag with the crystals on it would probably be a little bit too much. But I will say that I have always been attracted to the Coach Crystal, I think it's the Hamptons flat bag, and I just really liked it. And Coach brought that back with this recent relaunch, but then it sold out, and it kept selling on different sites between like Amazon, Coach, I think, Dillard's, and I was like, well, I guess it's just not for me. That bag's probably too sparkly anyway. However, with my recent fiasco on Amazon where I wasn't able to get a refund, I was just able to get a credit. I was like, you know what, let me see if this bag is in stock on Amazon. And it was. So she was recently delivered to me, and I was so excited to receive this bag. This really is beautiful, and I was very surprised. I thought that with all the crystals on it that the bag would be like kind of stiff, and it still has that nice subtle give that this jacquard material has. I do love the burnished amber, and I honestly think that Coach did a really good job in pairing the colors of this bag with the silver hardware, where it's a bag that can be dressed up or be worn on the day-to-day. So I did just recently come out of my Coach Joni 22, which was very hard to do because I've been loving that bag, but I really wanted to hurry and get this bag and try it out. I am not sure yet if I'm going to put any bag accessories on it or dress it up, as I kind of like this really classy look with the double hang tags. I have seen a few people put the silver cherries on here, which I actually thought looked really nice, but I'm just not sure yet if that's for me. I do have the bag fastened up right now. I am not going to wear it like this because I have already seen from several other videos that this clasp is very frustrating to do up and then get undone when the bag is full, but I just have it done up for looks. So I'll give you a quick overview of that. And it really is just a pretty, pretty bag. I had looked at some of the other crystal bags, but honestly, the Swinger 20 is much too small for me. I don't really like the turn lock on it, and it's just kind of difficult to organize things for me personally. I did look at the Soho flat bag. The original one I had actually previously looked at in leather. I don't like it because of the lining. And then I looked at the Soho 25, and that was too small. So I just kind of kept coming back to this bag knowing that I really did like it. I did have a chance to try it on, and that I think is what sold me because I love the shoulder bags. They just have a nice slim profile and sit right up under your arm and your armpit just naturally so that it stays on the shoulder, you can move your arms, and you don't have to sit there and hang on it and hold it. Let me see if I can give you a better picture here. But how cute is that? It just sits right underneath your arm. It holds a good amount of items, just a little bit more than your day-to-day essentials, and it couldn't be more beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I have packed in it. I am totally in love with these like U-shaped zippers, by the way, that Coach has been coming out with, and this one is very, very smooth, were it not for my bag that I have right at the top. But here is a quick overview of what's in the bag. Per usual, I just keep my sunglasses at the top. All right, I do have a lip combo today. So I do have just one of the Dior lip illuminizers, and I think this is in the color Copper. And then I am pairing that with my Sugar Fresh tinted lip balm in the color Honey, and that is the lip combo that I'm wearing today. When I wear any of the lip products that are like kind of plumpers, I always like to wear a good moisturizing balm underneath so it doesn't irritate my lips because they do get raw otherwise. I love that I've been able to create a mini EDC and have all of my necessary items in this smaller pouch, especially for some of my smaller bags or when I'm going out just like for a quick date or what have you. So in here, I've just got a single wipe. I've got my new Plackers case, which is much smaller, a lens wipe, a hair scrunchie. I have both of my keys, and I think I have a little bit of loose change there at the bottom. So this again is just that same pouch that I have from Dress Up Your Purse. Really love it, especially as it has begun to soften up. And then, of course, since I have the zip-around card wallet, I thought at first that pairing these two together would be a little bit too much visually for me, but I actually really do like the pairing. And this zip-around card wallet is so great because it opens so wide. So I usually keep my IDs on one side, my Costco cards, and some of the things that I don't use typically as much on the other side. I have my debit cards in the middle. I even have some change in here, and then I do have room where I'll normally put cash as well. And I love that it's just a simple, smooth little wallet that I think can literally fit in all of my little purses that I have. So that's convenient. All right, next I've got my Bath & Body Works hand sanitizer, still just using the Sweet Orange and Agave. I have my perfume of the day, which is the Viktor & Rolf Flower Bomb Tiger Lily. I'm just trying to use up this trial one so I can go ahead and refill it from my larger bottle. I've got my Trader Joe's hand cream that I just put in this little tin, which is great because it doesn't spill or leak and I can just toss it in any bag. And then of course my Dior mirror. So that is it for the main compartment. And then it does have the card holder on the other side here. I haven't put anything yet. I'll figure out what I'm going to put in there because I like to make sure I use all my pouches and pockets in there. And then the one thing that I really love about this bag, and I was kind of surprised, is that the slip pocket in it is big enough for your phone to go in. And so that's where I have my phone because I do like to have my phone screen facing like a fabric or like soft leather side of the bag. Even though I do have a screen protector, I feel like it's just a little bit of extra protection to keep my screen in good condition. So I have that in that back pocket. But there is the bag overall. Fits a good amount. Really love that, and I am looking forward to wearing this for the next little while. One of the things I've been doing as I bring new purses into my collection is to see how long I can get myself to wear the bags, and I think that for me that's an overall test of how much I really do like it. Am I going to return this bag if I decide I don't like it enough to wear it every day? No, but it's really more of an opportunity for me to see how I can get myself to think about my wardrobe, my outfits a little bit differently, or especially if I notice that maybe some days I'm wanting to dress down a little bit more than I typically do, I'll bring out a nice dressier bag to get me to kind of style up a little bit and do something a little bit more. Working from home sometimes I think it is very easy to get into a rut of just being comfortable because, you know, I really only have to dress up if I have external like client meetings. I try not to get stuck in that mindset because it does make you think about work differently, and it's almost like my days feel a little bit lazier when I do that. And so bags are a great way to motivate me to just kind of pull out some different things from my closet. Even if I don't have to, I can be comfortable but still dress up a little bit. Like today I'm literally just wearing I think it's like just typical like t-shirt dress material, but it's a v-neck midi, and I paired it with my Ray-Bans and then just some tortoiseshell jelly sandals, and that's my outfit for today. And it's like, oh yeah, it's Friday, I had like one meeting and it's just been computer work other than that, but just dressing up and having a nice little classy bag, maybe just feel a little different and go about my workday differently. So that is it for today's video. Try to keep it nice, sweet, and short. I'm interested to know if you're looking at any of the Crystal Signature Jacquard items. Are you waiting to see if they bring more bags out, more items? Are you holding off until the fall? I know I am trying to hold off until the fall because I have one, potentially two bags from that drop that I really do want to purchase. So I'm just trying to be a little bit more thoughtful with my purchases. Again, as I said, I'm trying to kind of slow down the acquisition of new bags and new items to really think how they incorporate or fit into my current bag collection and how they go with my wardrobe. Is it something that will push my style a little bit without making me have to buy several other items to go with it? And so this Crystal Signature Jacquard Hamptons flat bag, I think I got it, was just a great addition. Again, I have been looking at this for quite a while. I almost picked it up in leather, and just as I was about to bite the bullet on a leather one is when the crystal came back. So I'm so glad I was able to pick it up, and I appreciate you guys stopping by to watch this video. I'll see you in the next one.